Hi. Haven't quite stuck the intro yet.
We don't have a music like a Wayne's World
Hello,
or
Wayne's
Beavis and
World.
Butthead.
Welcome back to the podcast, everyone. I'm Bradley
Better with
Ryan.
Butter?
Better with Butter, and that's Manny the Movie Guy right
That's
there.
right. Thank you so much.
A couple of stinkers at the box office this weekend.
It is really truly a stinker weekend at the box office. We have Will Smith. Let's first talk about Gemini Man.
Okay.
You've seen the trailers.
I've seen The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. In West Philadelphia, born and raised.
Well, actually, it's more like Bad Boys, I think. The
Okay.
first one.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Bad
He looks
Boys.
like Bad Boys in the first one?
Yeah, versus Muhammad Ali.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Oh, we
they
should be
played
talking about his other movies instead of this one. That was a fantastic film.
That was a good movie.
God, that was so good. Yeah.
And I think that was the last truly great film that he's done.
Really?
Yes. I mean, what else? He's done Karate Kid.
That was gross.
The last Men in Black 3 before this horrible Men in Black reinvention.
What about that one where he was the last guy on Earth and then...
No. Oh, yeah. Okay.
What was that one called?
Legend.
Legend, yeah. I Am Legend.
I Am Legend is
that
good.
That wasn't bad.
Yeah.
That wasn't
I thought you were talking
terrible.
about After Earth. Oh, it was horrible.
No, I don't remember. I don't even see that one. No.
So really, his repertoire has not really been that great. And according to the film, according to Gemini Man, sometimes our worst enemy is ourselves. So maybe that's Will Smith's. It's like ironic, right? Isn't it ironic?
Don't you
In
think?
Gemini Man, an older version of Will Smith fights with his younger version, perhaps to tell Junior to avoid making this film. Gemini Man, it used to be a Disney property back in the day. It took 20 years to develop, and everyone was involved, from directors Tony Scott, the actors Mel Gibson, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sean Connery, Sylvester Stallone. But when Oscar-winning director Ang Lee finally said, okay, I'll do the project, everything fell into place except for the predictable script.
Wait, didn't Sylvester Stallone do a Gemini Man? Is this a remake?
There was a TV show called Gemini Man. You remember that? From 1977?
No, what's the Sylvester Stallone thing I'm thinking of, Gemini Man? It was time traveling and some weird stuff. Am I way off
Gemini
here?
Man. Time travel, Terminator?
No, it was a different expendable. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, the story follows Henry Brogan, played by Smith, an aging government assassin.
What's the one with Wesley Snipes? And he goes back in time. Something Man.
Total Recall?
No, it's Something Man. It's
Demolition Man.
Demolition Man.
That's Arnold. That's Sylvester.
That's what I said. Sylvester Stallone.
I thought you said Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, Sylvester Stallone. You said Terminator. I said Sylvester Stallone. Time travel, Gemini Man, but it's actually...
I think you really said Sylvester Stallone.
I did say Sylvester. You crazy a-hole? I did say Sylvester Stallone.
No, I thought you said Schwarzenegger. Anyway.
Yes, Demolition Man with Wesley Snipes. He goes back in time. Yes, okay, go ahead.
He said this time Smith is Henry Brogan. He's a government assassin who just wants to get out of the game, but they keep on pulling him back in. You know, we know the drill. But when he discovers a younger, faster version of himself, Henry must uncover who's behind Junior's creation. The de-aging process, like what you've seen in the trailers and even in posters, I mean, they really look phenomenal. And just what you expect from The Life of Pi, beautiful movie, and Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, amazing film.
Oh, by the way, let me remind me to tell you about a cool story about Life of Pi after you're done.
Okay. The director, Ang Lee. But his storytelling abilities that we've seen in The Ice Storm, a fantastic film. It's a fantastic swinger movie, Bradley Ryan.
Really?
You haven't seen it? Yep. And
Is there gnomes? Do they have garden gnomes out front of the house?
Yes, actually. And Brokeback Mountain, of course. His storytelling abilities from those films, long gone. Gemini Man is closer to his failed attempt to resuscitate Hulk with Eric Bana in 2003. Even the title, Gemini Man, is generic, twins. So that takes us back to Will Smith, who really hasn't made a good film since... What did we talk about? Since Ali,
I Am
maybe?
Legend, Ali.
I Am Legend. Yeah, those are, Karate Kid. It's not as good as the first one.
I won't even acknowledge that one even
Right.
was made.
So
I can't
I'm
even
kinda
acknowledge
like,
a remake of
I'm
Karate
pulling,
Kid.
I'm being gracious, really. But he's one of the few saving but he's a good actor, and he's so lovable and charming.
He's a great actor. His Instagram page is fire,
Yes,
too. Oh, yeah,
I wish he'll just make a movie version of his Instagram. I mean, I think that will be better. But he's good both as the older and the younger versions. But so if you want to experience the visual glory, make sure you watch his film in a higher frame rate Ang Lee shot this in a higher frame rate to make the younger version effects be more believable. So if you have a 4K TV at home, just wait for it on DVD.
Do they make 4K laser discs? Because that's the one. Because I usually watch mine on laser disc.
Yeah, maybe we should invent one.
A 4K laser disc?
Right. What's the point, right?
Like a go-kart that goes 200 miles an hour.
And for that, Gemini Man gets 2 out of 4, not quite double the pleasure kisses.
Got it. Okay, I'll remind myself about the story about Life of Pi.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
So Life of Pi.
Yeah.
The animals on the boat and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
So listen. So I was listening to a story about this boat full of passengers that got stranded and they got frozen up in the Arctic, and they all ended up eating each other to stay alive.
Yeah.
The
circle of life.
Right. Like the Life of Pi.
Yeah.
The captain of that boat in real life, you know what his name was? Captain? Richard Parker.
Really?
That's what they named the tiger after, that guy.
Oh,
It's just like in the movie where they all ate each other.
Really?
Right? Yes. The captain of that boat was named Richard Parker.
Wow.
And that's where the name of the tiger came from, Richard Parker.
Richard Parker, wow.
Isn't that crazy? Because I always thought it was weird. Why would you name this thing Richard Parker? You could have just named it Richard, or anything. Why would you call it Richard Parker? They intentionally called this tiger Richard Parker. Yeah, because he was the captain of the boat everyone was eating themselves on.
No.
What a crazy movie that was.
Jacker.
I cried. No, it was Richard Parker. Jack. Selfish bee. There was totally room on that raft. And I don't want to hear it because there was plenty of space, and I don't want to hear buoyancy issue because all you had to do was take your life jacket off, stick it under the raft, and then it wouldn't sink if you're both on there.
It's life's biggest mystery.
Jack could have gone back to land with Rose, and they could have lived another 20 years and gotten divorced and remarried and had a good life.
We should do a version of Better with Butter like that, like failed movie endings.
And how it should have ended?
Been done. Yeah, that's a good one.
And then at the end, Jack survives. They go back to New York, and Jack becomes a famous stockbroker. Or Jack becomes a race car driver.
Yeah.
And he ends up the first, where was he from? He was from America.
Yeah.
I think the Italian kid was with him.
He out Playboy Hugh Hefner and created the first Playboy magazine.
Oh, there you go. We're hot tub time machine in this one now. He invented the Lugal.
Or Post-it. Let's talk about
what else you got this week?
Let's talk about the Addams Family. Now, first, a bit of history. The Addams Family has been around for 81 years, beginning with its 1938 debut as a comic strip in The New Yorker.
You used to read those, right?
Yes, back in the day. Created by Charles Addams, its most famous incarnation is perhaps the black and white TV show in 1964. And in the 90s, we got the fun big screen version starring Raul Julia, Angelica Houston, Christopher Lloyd, and it made a big star out of Christina Ricci back then. Now Gomez, Morticia, Pugsley, Wednesday, and Uncle Fester, and of course, Cousin It, too, returned to the big screen in a whole new animated version. But Bradley Ryan wants to know...
Why? Why make this? And why did you see it?
Thank you. Like the main characters, the movie is devoid of life. I mean, let's begin with the generic plot. The Addams Family, a weird aristocratic clan who love the macabre and doesn't care that other people find them scary, well, they decide to move to New Jersey and are now fighting against a reality TV host named Margot Needler, voiced by Oscar winner Allison Janney. She, a design TV star, wants our whole neighborhood in bright, pristine colors. But the Addams, all doom and gloom, is like a thorn in her neon side. And to make matters worse, Pugsley and Wednesday must come to terms with their own coming-of-age stories. Now, at the hands of a gifted director, this could have been intriguing and could have been lifted off of its cliched territory. Tim Burton would be good, and he was once attached to make this film. But alas, what we got is a wasted opportunity for its talented cast, which include Oscar winner Charlize Theron as Morticia, Oscar Isaac as Gomez, Chloe Grace Moretz as Wednesday, Finn Wolfhard from Stranger Things as
Which one is he?
Finn Wolfhard is one of the... He's also on It. Did you see It?
Oh, no, not yet.
Spectacled No, you saw the first It.
Oh, the first one, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the spectacle
The
kid.
spectacle
Oh, gotcha.
kid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And Nick Kroll as Uncle Fester. Even Snoop Dogg joins in as Cousin It, and Bette Midler as Grandmama, mother of Gomez and Fester. Younger kids may enjoy the corny jokes, but grown-ups will get bored. This is not the way to resuscitate a franchise once beloved. And for that, the Addams Family gets 2 out of 4. They're creepy and they're kooky, but not altogether ooky kisses.
Dude, I honestly haven't even seen a trailer for this movie.
You haven't?
No.
They haven't been selling
Like-
this. Yeah.
The Mercury Man. What's the other one called? Gemini Man?
Gemini Man.
This one.
Look at the heck.
The
is
Marlboro
that?
Man.
I would love that movie.
The Mercury Man?
Marlboro.
Oh, the Marlboro Man? Wasn't there one? Don Johnson was in it. Marlboro Man.
Oh, and Harley Davidson.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Mickey Rourke before he went
Yeah,
mental.
Don Johnson.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And I remember the VHS cover.
Those are
of
two
it.
guys who were like A-listers, and then now they are like, they're not even Z-list. They're like
Right.
numbers now. They're like in the
I
number list.
know.
Yeah. What was I talking about?
Marlboro Man.
Yeah, so no, Gemini Man, there's tons of promotion. I've seen trailers everywhere. It's crazy. Addams Family, I haven't seen crap.
Of Addams Family.
Do they know
right?
it's just a bomb and they're not going to put any more money into it?
They're keeping it all quiet.
Why even release it? Why try to recoup some of your money, I guess?
Probably try to resuscitate. The Addams Family.
Try to get some of that money they spent on Snoop Dogg's weed
You know-
to record.
Speaking of Addams Family, we should have a big screen version of the Monsters.
There wasn't
There's-
one?
There wasn't one, wasn't it? Was there one?
I don't know. I don't think so. I
Right?
think you're right.
It's very similar.
Yeah.
But see the premise of like an outsider, and it's done by Hotel Transylvania already.
Oh,
Remember
yeah,
that?
yeah,
You know what I mean? So
yes,
it's kind of
yes,
like it kind of took away the thunder from the Addams Family.
So in the Addams Family is the daughter Wednesday? Is that her name?
Wednesday, yeah.
The blonde girl.
No,
Who's the blonde girl?
who's the blonde girl?
Is that the? Oh no, that's the Addams Family.
This is Addams Family. Are you confusing me again?
Wednesday's the daughter.
Is the pigtailed
Does she
girl.
fall in love with like a normal kid, like a normal boy? Right? It's the same movie over and over again, right? Yeah. And then the normal film, it's awkward between them, and
Very good.
it's the same movie. Yeah.
So there you go.
All right. So that's it. The box office. I guess it's
That's
Joker.
at the
then.
box office. So you know what? Joker will remain supreme because last week it made 96 million. Normally it falls maybe 60%, 40 to 60%. So it would still make about 40 million, maybe up to 50 million. So
So I haven't seen it yet. So what is all the big deal about Joker? Why are people walking out of the theater? Why are like people?
it's just too dramatic.
Is that
They're
what it is?
all just being dramatic. There's really not. I mean, the violence is pretty much. I mean, you've seen that in movies before. It's just that it's glorifying an anti-hero, and
Got it. They're glorifying
people don't
violence.
Like
Okay, got it.
that
Okay.
kind of stuff. But it really, if you really look behind it, you're not gonna go out of there wanting to kill people. You're gonna go out there wanting to protect people. Actually,
You know what's funny is I always thought, in the comic book world, there's all these superheroes in comic books. What if there was a comic book about a villain?
well,
And then he
there's
had to-
one called Suicide Squad, wasn't it?
Were they villains?
They're all villains.
They were.
Yeah. Did you see it?
Yeah, Harley Quinn and all that.
Yeah. Well, they're all villains.
Well, I don't know.
Joker, Harley Quinn.
I
you know.
suppose.
But
If you're on the side of evil, then they were heroes to me, doing good. If you're evil, they're actually doing good, right?
they're all your heroes, actually.
All right, folks. So go see Joker or stay home.
Judy.
Or Judy.
The two
That's
J's.
right. That's right.
Joker and Judy.
All right. Have a wonderful week and enjoy the box office.
That's right.
And we'll work on getting an intro for next week's show.
Are you sure?
No.
Bring your guitar or your drums. But next week, though, we'll talk about Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, and Zombieland. Double tap.
Yes. Can't wait. I love Woody Harrelson. I don't know when it was, but I think it might have been the first Zombieland or... Oh, no, it was Natural Born Killers.
Oh, God, yeah.
Actually, it might have been Cheers. He became one of my favorite actors. I love Woody Harrelson. But then that HBO thing he did that one season, that True Detective or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Dude, he was fantastic in that too. He's amazing.
Really?
I really love him.
Woody Harrelson is one of those few people who actually look better as they get older.
Me and him, you mean? Both of us. Me and Woody.
Buddy, right? Woody Harrelson won.
All right, everyone. Enjoy the box office. See you guys next time.
That's right. Have a great weekend, everyone.